Once upon a time, in a magnificent enchanted garden, where the most beautiful flowers bloom year-round, many different birds made their home among the sweet-smelling blossoms and crystal-clear streams. The most spectacular of all the birds was Pablo the peacock. His feathers shimmered like jewels in the sunlight, and his magnificent tail could spread into the most dazzling display anyone had ever seen. But Pablo was very, very proud of his beauty. He spent all day admiring himself and showing off his gorgeous feathers. "Look at me," he would cry. "Have you ever seen anything so beautiful?" He strutted around the garden from flower to flower, admiring his reflection in every shiny puddle or leaf that he could find. Pablo was so obsessed with his own appearance that he never paid attention to the other birds. When they tried to talk to him about their problems or share their joys, he only wanted to talk about how beautiful he was. One day, a little brown sparrow named Penny hurt her wing and couldn't fly. She hopped over to Pablo, hoping he might help her find some healing herbs in the garden. Pablo barely looked at the injured sparrow. "I'm far too beautiful and important to waste time helping plain little birds like you," he said rudely. "Go find someone else to bother me." But the other birds in the garden had kind hearts. The cardinals brought Penny seeds to eat. The robins found healing herbs, and the blue jays kept her company while her wing got better. The enchanted garden had powerful magic that could sense the true nature of every creature's heart. As Pablo's vanity grew stronger, the magic began to react to his selfishness. One morning, Pablo woke up and discovered something terrible. His magnificent feathers were losing their brilliant colors. They were becoming dull and gray, no matter how much he preened them. In a panic, Pablo ran around the garden, asking everyone what was wrong with his feathers. But the other birds were too busy helping each other to spend much time with someone who had never cared about them. Finally, Pablo found the wise old owl who had lived in the garden for many years. "Please help me," cried Pablo. "My beautiful feathers are fading away, and I don't know why." The owl looked at Pablo with gentle, knowing eyes. "True beauty, young peacock, comes not from how you look, but from how you treat others. Your feathers fade because your heart has grown cold and selfish." For the first time, Pablo really looked at the other birds. He saw how they shared food, comforted each other, and worked together. He felt deeply ashamed of how selfish and unkind he had been. Swallowing his pride, Pablo went to Penny the sparrow. "I'm sorry I was mean to you when you needed help," he said sincerely. "Please let me help you now." From that day forward, Pablo spent his time helping others. He used his strong beak to build nests, his large tail to shelter small birds from rain, and his voice to sing cheerful songs for everyone. As Pablo's heart filled with kindness, something magical happened. His feathers slowly regained their brilliant colors, but now they glowed with an even more beautiful light, the light of a good heart. The enchanted garden bloomed more beautifully than ever, and all the birds lived happily together. Pablo learned that true beauty comes from kindness, and that a beautiful heart makes everything else more beautiful, too. The end.